out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
You can hold a team to less than 10 points. Your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. Taking it about the 16. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team... They cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hodgins in motion. Throwing, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
The Giants in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll look to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones rolling to his right. High and able to make the catch downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw again. Robinson hauling it in outright. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's the run with Cook. Pushing through the contact. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Off the play fake, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jones, and an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Okay, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Jones back. A couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone as a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers. Things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg.
2nd down and 8. Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen's throw is complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a crowd.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Lack of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Fourth down. Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They go play action here on first down. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Completed to Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Running left, it's Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
This a quick pass to Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is caught. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Buffalo. their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Up the middle, it's Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They try again with Cook. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Giants ready to come out now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop right around the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
And to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hyatt has got it. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Jones throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.